All right. Hello, everybody. This is Samir Azizi, and welcome to Azizi Podcast. I have ran out of excuses to tell you why I do not issue my episodes as frequent as at least once a week. So it's been over 45 days, which is crazy because time flies since my last episode. So, it is what it is. So I'm just gonna post that as another solo episode, and hopefully someone will listen to it, or maybe my kids will listen to it when I am old and they will say, "Grandpa, what the hell were you doing?" Anyways, so I'm recording in a different in like a special situation here, which is funny because I brought my equipment. I took this whole equipment throughout the world, through like half of the world. I brought it, and then I brought it back, and I'm only recording this back in Canada. But I was supposed to record something in Kazakhstan, or at least I wanted to do it. But I didn't. Anyways, let's start from the beginning. I am recording this episode from the quarantine hotel in Toronto, Canada. Yes, the quarantine hotel. A lot of you probably heard of those, but I am here now, and I am recording this beautiful episode while sitting on the bed with no pants on. All right, too much information. TMI. Anyways, let's start from the beginning. So I just returned from Kazakhstan. I was supposed to go there back in March, and I remember I was about to take my vacation when Justin Trudeau announced that, hey, from now on, anyone who is traveling outside of Canada and then wants to come back should stay at the hotel for 3 days and pay the price for it. And I kind of got spooked by it. And, just when I was about to get my vacation days to request it, I hear Justin Trudeau does this announcement, so I kind of backed down. So, but a month later, I still needed to go to Kazakhstan, basically for a couple of reasons. First of all, my passport was expiring, and honestly, it's much less time constraining. Basically it's faster to go to Kazakhstan to get your new passport rather than go to Embassy of Kazakhstan in Canada to get your new passport for various reasons. But mostly, just trust me on that. And the second one, of course, to see my family and friends. So I did that exactly. I booked my flight to Kazakhstan on April 16th. I was supposed to fly. But before that, I booked my COVID test, which cost me to get a COVID test in Canada to go abroad. Costs over $200 because it's free, I think, if you're just getting a COVID test. But if you want to test within 48 hours, you have to pay 200 something Canadian dollars. I think I paid like $230 or something like that. So basically, they're penalizing you for traveling. But it is what it is. I'm not questioning authority. I just do what they tell me to do. And, until I become a voter. What? Okay, so I get my test. I get ready. And then on the 16th of April, I fly to Kazakhstan. It's crazy how many times they checked my COVID test when I was going to Kazakhstan, especially in Turkey. And then when I finally flew to Kazakhstan, when I landed, they barely looked at it, which was funny. But yeah, overall, I don't know. I have so many, this trip was so crazy for so many reasons. First of all, obviously because we're still in the global pandemic, coronavirus, this thing is not over. And it was funny to see how Kazakhstan is handling it. So far, I only saw Canada and the United States during the pandemic, so that was my first time kind of observing Kazakhstan. But it was pretty mellow. I was basically, everyone was wearing masks at the airport, and then I returned. Then my father picked me up, dropped me off at my mom's. Same whatever. It was very. Actually, was it? No. He dropped me off at the apartment that I rented out. So I rented out this apartment right in the downtown Almaty, right in front of the Stik Plaza, at this place called at this complex called Almaty Towers. But anyways, he dropped me off there, so it was pretty cool. I decided to have my own place for the entire stay, just so that it's more comfortable for me. because I love living by myself so that I don't bother anyone and no one bothers me. But the thing is, it's crazy how all of a sudden you can see. First of all, the weather was amazing in Almaty, and then you can see all the restaurants are open, all the patios were open. And I know for listeners who are listening from the United States, this is nothing special for you because you guys been open for a long time. But me, coming from Toronto, Ontario, this was like a legit craziness, because last time before that I went to a restaurant or sat somewhere at the patio was in December. Yeah, and in Toronto I done it in November. So it's been a while. But overall it was pretty cool. I loved it. And yeah, just partying with friends and going to see family. It was pretty cool. Um, it was kind of crazy. Like one time we actually partied at my place with my friends, and someone called the police, which was kind of interesting situation, because when the police comes and there's a noise complaint, it's not like they're giving you a warning. They will like fine you and stuff. So it was an interesting situation as well. So that was like something that I kind of affected me. Like, wow, like everything is so serious here in terms of noise complaints, because everything is shut down in Almaty like after 10 o'clock. Anyways, trip was pretty cool. I had so many meetings. I've met so many cool people. I've met some old friends. I've met some new friends, and actually, I even met some clients for work, which was pretty cool, because apparently in Almaty we have a pretty good potential to have clientele. So I had some business meetings as well. But yeah, I think overall what I'm trying to say here with this podcast is that I love Canada, and I don't know, it's great. So I don't want to like diss it, because lately it sounds like I'm dissing Canada, but I'm not. I think I'm just like, I realized that life is happening outside Canada, and we're here, especially in Ontario and Toronto, just living in fear, and with this restrictions of COVID and all of that, it's just getting a little ridiculous. And sometimes, like, I'm glad that I kind of got out of this bubble and I went to Kazakhstan, to my home country. And I've done this. I do this pretty much every year since 2009, right? I'm always abroad, but sometimes the whole Western world gets a little bit. It's too much for your brain. All this politics, TV, this and that. All this. Everything is politicized. Everything is fear, and all of this. It's kind of like crazy. But when you go back to Kazakhstan, life is kind of goes there with its own things, and people are just less concerned with how political it is to get vaccine or not to get vaccine. For instance, vaccine is widely available in Kazakhstan, which is another crazy thing that I realized. Like, as soon as I went to like a mall, there's like a vaccination station, and people just go there like nothing. A lot of people even don't want to get the vaccine, but it's always available. They're like, please take the vaccine. It's like, here in Toronto, we're like getting crazy. Like right now, someone at work texted like, oh, there's a vaccine on like such and such street, please come there like quickly, like before it's gone. And everyone's getting crazy, and I'm seeing on TV there's like 1 mile line or whatever, or for vaccine. Like, people are just standing in line for a very long time, while in a place of all places like Kazakhstan, it's just available for everyone, and there's no problem getting it. And I'm seeing like, because the mall that I went to is right next to the United States Embassy, and I'm seeing like what I'm thinking are American women, because I heard them speak English with American accent. Either way, foreigners are like lining up to get that Sputnik 5 vaccine, and I'm hearing stories that like German people come to Kazakhstan just to get the vaccine. So I don't know. It gives you like a perspective. I guess my point of this whole little sentence is that it's really useful to put life in perspective, and I'm really glad that I wasn't succumbed to fear. Because I could have totally said like, oh shit, there's so much stuff happening, screw this passport thing, I'm just gonna deal with the embassy later, let it expire. I'm just gonna stay here in like cozy Canada in my cozy apartment and see what happens. But instead, like, I decided to go to Kazakhstan to like see my family, to see my friends, and most of all, life there is so fun. With the whole places are open, friends are around you, and I have so many friends in Kazakhstan. I actually forgot how many friends I got, and people are texting me left and right. Everyone wants to meet, and we had such a great time. We went to different restaurants. I saw my friend's wife. Recently got married, so I got to meet her. She was really sweet, and they invited me to their place. It's I don't know, just you see that life's happening, things are happening, things are still kind of going. Nothing is in hiatus or anything like that. So life continues, life goes on. And of course, I had like deep conversations with my parents, with my father, with my mom, with my grandma. It was pretty cool. And so, but yeah, life is also like nightlife in Kazakhstan gets a little shady because they are trying to bend some rules there. I'm not gonna get into details, but thanks to my friends, they showed me some really cool secret spots that are really like a lot of people in Canada would think like it's super crazy like what's happening there, but it was still fun. I loved it. I also loved going to some. It was also like a sentimental trip because I got to visit different places in my city that kind of brings back some feelings from the past. Some of the spots that I would go to, like William Lawson 13, like Jumping Goat Coffee Place, same like the Stick Plaza one. My favorite spot, which was Main Street on Ablaikan, it's actually got closed. There's no hookahs anymore. You can only smoke hookah if you know like a place that secretly serves it, or you can order one of those smoking cocktails, which kind of sucks. Also, like the Friendly Almaty Friendly Place. That's the name on the Stick Plaza. I think I already mentioned it. Aroma. I took my mom there. Yeah, I had like a good walk with my mom as well. It was pretty cool. Went to Mindeo, like a ice skating ring in the mountains with my dad. It was pretty cool. A lot of people were actually fasting. So it was like it's a month of Ramadan, and it's always like hard to get friends to like go out with you or anything like that because everyone's fasting. So we had to like wait for a certain time for them to like meet with you, usually like at 7:30 to 8. So that's another factor. But what else? But yeah, so we kind of like you go around the places and you're just like, yeah, things were happening in this city, and it's still there, and you're different. People around you are different. I don't know. It was sentimental. Like I was sad. And sometimes I was also sad, like when stuff would go down there, and I would have to like with that police situation, the noise complaint. I was really like discouraged because we were not even that noisy, but it's just the apartment that I lived in, I guess, was very noisy in general. But I don't know, it was weird for me to like deal with police. But it was fine, we figured it out. Nothing happened, so that was good. And yeah, just meetings after meetings. And this time it was also just like useful meetings in general. I met some cool IT teams, friends of friends, and I went to Cocteau Bay. I went to the Yasintai Mall, place called Fellini. It was pretty good with like a rooftop view. If anyone wants to check out some pictures, go to my Instagram at ADOUBLEZI and check it out. But yeah, so overall, like, it was a really nice trip, really cool trip. I'm really glad that I've met as many people as I could. I apologize for some people that I couldn't meet. I know like some people really wanted to meet, but I literally had like 3 meetings a day. I think like by sitting at home for so long by myself, I think I had so many meetings. I had so many meetings for like 2 years ahead of me. So, but I hope some of them were really productive because again, it was not just entertainment. It was also some of my personal projects and some of my work projects. I also wanted to record a podcast while in the city, but honestly, like mentally, I was just not there. But I guess maybe the whole thing was meant to be here on this bed at the quarantine hotel. So, anyways, I had to take a test before I came here. I took a test in Kazakhstan. I actually got for the first time the actual like the hardcore test where they shove the thing in your nose. While in Canada they just do like the surface of your nose. So it was not as bad as I thought it would be. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, so like I had to order this hotel. I had to like reserve this hotel. I paid I think over $1,000 to be here for 3 days, and this is going to be my second night. I really hoped, that I would be out of here by today after the first night, because usually the COVID test doesn't take that long to get the results, but I'm still waiting. Anyways, so yeah. Um, what else? I have like a notepad here, and I see here Almaty thoughts that I was writing like while in the city. I was like, let me write down some thoughts. Let me see. I actually haven't read them at all, so I'm reading them live back. I see that I say that here that the things are slow in the city, which is something. One thing is like, so I'm turning 30, and I really think about the age a lot, and so, but because I spend a lot of time on my own, in the past for the past year, generally, I'm not even ashamed to say that I live by myself, and I tend to stay by myself a lot. So I kind of like, so I don't see how my peers, are changing and all. So I'm turning 30, and I'm starting to feel the age. I'm starting to feel the difference and stuff like that. So it was funny when I saw all my friends. I basically realized that everyone has issues like that. Everyone's kind of concerned about their age. Everyone are concerned about the time that is passing, the changes that happening to their bodies and stuff like that. But overall, just mentally, everyone is kind of freaking out about the age thing. And honestly, it kind of made me feel really good, because all of a sudden I realized that I'm not alone, that everyone's going through this, and yeah, like I felt the camaraderie, because we did it like my friends, like we are usually like from the everywhere, like ever since from high school, like we always like do something together, go to like places together, go to like restaurants together, or like to everyone's houses and stuff like that. So we're always just like chilling, having like good conversations. I don't know, and like it was like good one-on-one conversations this time as well. So everyone has like things on their mind, and you realize that everyone has their own problems, and everyone tries to make it. And it kind of makes you feel better, because you realize that that's for everyone, and overall everyone's doing fine. All of my friends actually are doing very well. Everyone is employed. No one is really suffering, as far as I know. And if they are, we're all kind of there together. We had some good group chats, going and all of that. So, I don't know, that's pretty awesome. So, yeah, that's kind of like one of the thoughts. But overall, I think like the general thought is just like, even though I'm in Canada, and I love Canada, and I don't want to like shit on Canada. Canada is awesome. Canada accepted me with all my experience and everything, while America sort of like made it hard. So I really love this country, but that does not mean that you have to give up on your home country. Especially at the times like this, especially when your family lives there, you kind of go back there and you understand that generally, like, and I'll say it without hesitation, right now, at this particular moment, no matter the economic situation, but just mentally, I personally think that people are more happy right now in Kazakhstan than people are right now in Canada. It feels like, and it's weird, but it feels like people right now have more control over their lives in Kazakhstan than they do in Canada. So at this particular moment, because somehow you feel more free in Kazakhstan right now, like in control. You don't feel like you're being forced to do something. Yes, there are like restrictions. Yes, there are COVID situations, but somehow, I don't know. It's just easier to stick together. It's easier to like do your thing. It's easier to have a life right now there. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna regret like what I'm saying right now, because I really don't want to like compare countries and stuff, especially the ones that are good to me and stuff like that. But I guess what I'm saying is just, people should like look at things, take perspectives, even like people in Canada, I think they should take trips to at least the United States and realize that, hey, there's life. Like in 3 days, there's going to be a fight with 60,000 people at the Dallas Cowboy Stadium. 60,000 people will come together and watch a boxing fight live While right now here in Toronto, I paid $1,000 to be closed up and secluded in this hotel room with my negative COVID tests upon arrival, taking another COVID test, and if it's negative, I will go back to my apartment and I'll spend another like 12 days there, and I will have to take another test, even though I already tested twice negative, to make sure that the third one is negative. Well, 60,000 people in Dallas Cowboy Stadium will watch a Canelo Billy Joe Saunders fight. So let that sink in. I'm just saying facts. That's basically what's happening right now. I have no idea why there's so much problem with the vaccine in Canada, but yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, I'm glad I took this trip because now I'm mentally together. Now I understand that, hey, I am in control of my life. If I am, not feeling well or whatever, I have like 100 people waiting for me in Kazakhstan. And all of them, my friends, my relatives, family, all of them give me love. All of them support me. Or at least, down to have some good time. And I have some great friends here in Canada as well. But, I feel like some people in Canada probably are very sad or depressed or anything like that. And for everyone who's listening that and who's getting a little desperate because what the hell, it's been 1 year and 2 months and we're still, secluded and no patios, nothing is open, and we're pretty much closing in on the summer. I just wanted to let you know, guys, you can go other places. It's fine. I honestly, like, just, I don't know, get your vaccines if you really feel like the vaccine is a good thing, which it probably is. But overall, just don't feel like you're now not free. You now have to stay in, or you can't see your friends or anything like that, because literally in Texas and across the United States and California, people are living their lives. And if nothing else, go to the United States, take a little vacation, relax a little bit, and then come back. Get your vaccine. It's just the point where you have to remember that, life goes on, and it's not as sad as you think it is. So just chill. But overall, great trip. I loved it. I'm in the hotel right now. I'm hoping to get negative tests. And if it's going to be positive, I think the word is that they're going to take me out. They're going to, take me somewhere. I still don't know if I'm positive for COVID, what's going to happen. The word is that they will take me somewhere. Imagine, 60,000 people in Texas. In 3 days, will have a great time. And if I'm positive for COVID, someone will take me away from this hotel. Anyways, I'm hoping I'm negative. But, well, who cares? Who knows? What else? Oh, yeah. A couple more things. I decided to really dedicate a lot of time. Oh shit, I forgot my French test. Oh, God. I always forgetting my French test, but I'll do it next time. I'll do it tonight. So basically, going back to my thought, dedicating my time, dedicating the rest of this year and the next year to my physical health. That means my teeth, my eyes, my checkups, everything. I just want to make sure that everything works right. Again, because of the age thing and because it's an adult thing to do, just to make sure that you're healthy. And I feel like that's something that everyone should do as well. Just to go to the doctor, because I feel like with the whole pandemic thing, we all kind of forgot, hey, there's other things to take care of. So, for example, I want to get a LASIK surgery, but I am a pussy. I am too afraid. But, maybe I should get my research done because three of my friends already done that. I need to take out my wisdom teeth, but I don't want to do it because I'm too lazy and they're not bothering me. But I know that they're there and they need to be taken out, so I need to take that out. I need to go to do a regular checkup with all the uncomfortable things that they will stick in me in all the locations. So, but it is what it is. Gotta do it. But yeah, that's just something that I need to go through. And what else? That's pretty much it. Other than that, I want to kill it at work. Just want to do a good job. I'm very motivated. I just came back with some of the good prospects. And oh yeah, I got fat, yo. I got fat. What? Well, okay, not really fat. I probably gained like 12 to 15 pounds while in Kazakhstan. Yeah, like 15 pounds for sure. So yeah, I look like shit. So I need to like get back in shape. But that's another thing. I love doing that. I love trekking and progressing and all of that. So I'm gonna be focusing on it. But overall, I love going out of country and recharging. So I really, really advise everyone to find something that recharges you. I don't encourage everyone to travel. If you don't want to travel, don't travel. But if you want to go fishing at your local like pond or whatever, park or whatever, just do that. Just do something that really resets your mind. And look at me. I'm at the freaking life guru stage of my episode again. I'm always doing that for some reason. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. And it's currently 8:14 p.m. They already gave me my dinner. So there's really nothing else to look forward to. And I already did this podcast. I guess I'm gonna just go to sleep. Gosh, I really hope they will give me my negative test tomorrow. Anyways, follow me on Instagram, AZZ, at AZZI, baby. ZIAZZ. That's me. Alright, thank you very much. Goodbye, everybody.